Why singing builds reading skills, the science behind caroling. Day 9. Welcome to day 9 of the 12 Days of Family Learning Adventure. Today, we're talking about something joyful, singing together. Whether you're caroling around the neighborhood, singing in the car, or belting out holiday songs while you decorate, this tradition builds literacy skills in ways that worksheets never could. And today, I want to introduce you to the first pillar of head coach thinking. It's called systematic thinking. And once you understand it, you're going to see your child's learning completely different. But first, let me show you what's actually happening in your child's brain when you sing together. When your child sings, their brain is doing some really powerful things. First, they're developing phonological awareness. That means they're hearing syllables, rhymes, and individual sounds in words. When they sing jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way, their brain is processing those syllable breaks and rhyming patterns. They're building oral language fluency, learning about rhythm, pacing, and expression in language. These are the same skills they need for reading fluently. They're encountering rich vocabulary they may not hear anywhere else. When's the last time you used the word tidings in regular conversation, or herald, or manger? These words show up in holiday songs. Your child is learning them without even trying. Singing also exercises working memory, especially verses. And the verses of songs is serious memory work. And here's a big one, prosody. That's the melody of the language, the ups and downs, the rhythm and expression. Kids who have good prosody become fluent readers. And you build prosody through singing. Now, let me tell you why this matters, especially for kids with learning differences. For kids with dyslexia, singing removes the decoding barrier. They can experience fluent language without having to struggle with print. This lets them develop comprehension and expression skills that are actually their strengths. They just can't show those strengths when they're stuck decoding every word. For kids with ADHD, the movement plus melody plus repetition keeps their brains engaged. Singing is active language processing, not passive sit still learning. Now, here's where systematic thinking comes in. Instead of treating every problem as isolated, they're struggling with reading, so let's do more reading practice. You start thinking about the system. Reading fluency struggles? Often the root issue is oral language development. And oral language develops through rich conversation, singing, storytelling, and those are experiences that happen at home, not just in tutoring sessions. So when you sing together, you're not just having fun, you're addressing the foundation that reading skills rest on. That's systematic thinking. That's strengthening the foundation instead of just painting over the cracks in the wall. As the head coach, you're always asking yourself, what's the deeper system at play here? What foundation needs strengthening? Making singing strategic. So let me show you how to make singing strategic, how to get the most learning out of this joyful activity. Make it regular. Sing in the car, sing at bedtime, sing while you're decorating or cooking. Making it part of your daily routine, not just a special occasion thing. The more exposure your child has to the melodic language, the more oral language skills develop. Choose songs with rich language. Holiday carols are absolutely perfect for this because they're full of vocabulary your child won't encounter anywhere else in normal life. But you don't have to limit it to holiday songs. Choose any songs with rich language, folk songs, classic children's songs, even musical theater if your family likes that. Talk about the words. This is where you can be really strategic. As you're singing, pause and ask, what do you think good tidings means? Why do you think they call baby Jesus tender and mild? What does herald mean? You're building vocabulary and comprehension while you sing. Let them teach you. If your child learns a song at school, have them teach it to you. Teaching solidifies learning better than almost anything else. Say something like, I don't know that song. Can you teach it to me? What are the words? How does the melody go? For struggling readers, here's the game changer. Print out the lyrics of the songs your child already knows. Let them read the lyrics while they sing. The melody scaffolds the decoding. They're matching the words they see with the words they hear. And their brain is making those connections between sounds and print. This isn't cheating. This is smart scaffolding. This is understanding how brains actually learn to read. Try this at different ages. Ages 4 to 6, keep it simple and repetitive. Focus on songs with actions like Jingle Bells or Rudolph. The movement helps their brains engage with the language. Ages 7 to 9, start asking about the meaning of words. Why do you think they chose that word? What picture does it create in your mind? Ages 10 plus, analyze the lyrics like poetry. What's the message of this song? How do the words and the melody work together to create a feeling? Here's what it looks like in real life. You're driving to basketball practice. You put on holiday music playlist and everyone sings Frosty the Snowman. You say, I always wondered, why is he a jolly, happy soul? What makes someone jolly? Your child thinks about it. Maybe because he's happy to be alive, even though he knows he'll melt. You just did comprehension work. You just built vocabulary. You just practiced inference. And nobody felt like you were doing school. That's systematic thinking. That's building the foundation. I had a second grade student who was a struggling reader. He was behind the grade level, and reading was a battle for him every single day. But he knew every word to We Wish You a Merry Christmas. One day, I printed out the lyrics and said, Can you read these for me? He sang through them and then looked up shocked. Wait, I can read this? Yes, he could, because the melody gave his brain the support it needed. That's not cheating. That's understanding how learning actually works. That's systematic thinking. This week, I want you to sing together. In the car, at bedtime, while you're making dinner, wherever and whenever. Make it a part of your family culture, not just a holiday thing. You can get the complete 12-day series with printable song lyrics, literacy extension activities, and a guide to choosing songs that build specific reading skills. The link is in the description below. And here's what I want you to remember. Inside the Family Learning Adventures membership, systematic thinking is the core to everything we do. You're not learning 100 different tactics that you have to implement. You're learning to see the system, to understand what actually builds skills at the foundation level. When you understand the system, you can make smart, strategic decisions for your child, not just following somebody else's one-size-fits-all plan. Tomorrow, we're talking about setting the table, and I'm going to introduce you to the win-win-win framework that makes family learning actually sustainable. Because when you're exhausted, nothing works long-term. See you tomorrow.